Hi, I'm Lisa Bauer. You are watching Dirty Dog Live Music TV. We are at the Academy Theater this evening with Eddie St. Clair from Franklin area.
From Franklin. Glad to be here.
Thank you. I'm so glad to have you here. Actually, I first heard about you through my mother-in-law. Okay, you were playing a festival, I believe, in Franklin area. And she called me up and she says, Lisa, you got to get this guy on your show. And I said, all right. So I gave a listen to some of your music on, you have a website or Facebook? And
Right, website and Facebook and
That's
YouTube.
right.
And
yeah, right. and I really liked what I heard. And you're a very animated artist as well. So how long have you been playing? Writing, singing?
I started writing probably in '84 and wrote about 1,000 songs, and they were all horrible until about '86 that I wrote one that was actually halfway decent. So I thought, well, maybe I should make a go at this. So been writing ever since.
Okay, so how did you determine which ones were horrible and which ones were good?
Well, everybody I knew who liked me and were trying to spare my feelings told me they were horrible. They were very honest. My pastor
That's
from my church.
pretty bad when your friends tell you, you know it's bad, okay.
But I could have just quit, but I thought, let me just keep going. So I had to find what was my comfortable key and my comfortable style, and once I found it, I've stuck with it. So, and I'm a little animated because sometimes a little physicality can hide a multitude of vocal sins. So I keep them watching me instead of listening.
Oh, no, actually you're fun to watch and listen to, which is always a plus. You know, it's kind of boring just to watch some guy play, you know, even though his music might be really good. So, how old were you when you started with the guitar?
Well, like I said, it was about 1984. I was probably 16 years old. Personally, I was into Van Halen at the time, and some guy said, hey, there's this coffee house down the street. You want to come and check it out? So I thought, well, that sounds corny, but I'll go. And I sat there with the red and white checkered, tablecloth and the candle, and this guy, his name was John Cornelius, and he got up there and just played the acoustic guitar. It sounded a lot like James Taylor. Mm-hmm. And
I love James Taylor.
Blew my mind. I said, I want to do that. That's what I want to do. So
fantastic. Do you remember your first gig?
Well, lots of little gigs for my adoring, honest friends who told me I was no good. But I think the very first show that I did probably was like a youth night talent show, school, church, and that's when I played that one song that wasn't awful, and folks came up and said that that wasn't awful at all, and I thought,
yeah, it must have made you feel pretty good.
It did. Yeah.
So normally, do you just play around the Franklin area, or do you branch out and go quite far?
I'm kind of a homebody. I play solo sometimes, but I have a band. The name of the band is 2B40.
Yes.
It started off with my wife and I because we had just turned 40, and there were two of us. And that was
40,
that. Yeah, it was an easy.
I always wonder how bands get their names. So yeah, thanks.
Well, to tell you the truth, I'll give you a little backstory on it. I had not played in a couple years up to that point. I have a condition called Dupuytren's, which is a genetic disorder that causes the tendons in your hand to go into contracture.
Well, that's got to be bad for a guitarist.
It ended my guitar playing for a while, and so I had to engage in years of therapy to get my hand stretched back out. Was very fortunate that I could avoid surgery. Now I play differently. I tune my guitar down an entire step so it's easier on my hands. I don't really ever play more than about 2 hours because I can't physically tolerate it much more. But before all this, I used to play for 4 hours a night, in clubs and all the time, and I took it for granted. And then when I lost it, then I really, really missed it. So after 2 years, I came back, and my wife and I were on a bus trip down to see Tom Petty in Pittsburgh.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah. And we had a bunch of people on the bus, and I had just got back into playing guitar, and we all sang Tom Petty and Beatles songs and Simon and Garfunkel and Cat Stevens.
Back in my era.
And I said to everybody on the bus, I said, this is the coolest thing ever. I said, all of us once a month, mark your calendar, get a sitter, and let's get together and be 40-something. And so my wife and I started this band, 2B40. And we're
And they're-
catering to our 40-something fan base.
Yes, yeah, fantastic. I'm really anxious to hear your music. You ready to go do some?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, let's go do it.
Thank you.
This song, in honor of being on Dirty Dog Live, is a song called Dog. It's a doggone, dog-dogging kind of day. It's a doggone, dog-dogging kind of day. Some big dog trying to take my bone away. I'm a roaming stray, got no color around my neck. I'm a roaming stray, got no color around my neck. I got no home and I nobody's pet. I'm a bloodhound, baby, I'm after you. I'm a bloodhound, baby, I'm after you. I got your scent, now I'm howling at the moon. Flea-bitten, scratching, roaming around downtown. Flea-bitten, scratching, yeah, roaming around downtown. Gotta keep moving and keep my tail out of the pound. They say my bark now is worse than my bite. They say my bark now worse than my bite. Back me in a corner, you got yourself a fight. They call me mad dog, I cannot tell you why. They call me mad dog, cannot tell you why. I'm just a three-legged junkyard dog with one eye. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah.